Hey, everybody.
Hi. How are you? We're back.
We're back. This is Amy and Sheila, and
Hi.
we're excited to be with you guys again. This is our second Facebook Live event. Thanks to our friends at FreeSpirit for hosting us. Yay,
Yes.
FreeSpirit.
Yay. Yes.
And Sheila also, we were just chatting a minute ago, and she brought up a really nice point. We wanted to thank all of you for coming back and joining us tonight because we had technical difficulties last week. So we really appreciate you being patient and coming back and spending time with us because we've got a lot of great things to share.
Yeah.
And we want to hear from all of you because we have a really sweet prize that FreeSpirit is offering everybody tonight with the first few people that ask questions. So don't be shy, and we have so many things to talk about. But
You can actually show them the prize.
oh, I can actually show you the prize just to tempt you to speak up.
3 lucky people will win one of these babies here. Big old fat pack of fat quarters.
That's seriously delicious stack of fabric.
Yes.
All for you. All you have to do is ask a question. It's that easy.
Yes.
Awesome. So we're really excited to talk to you about Soulmate, which is my new fabric collection, which has been hitting stores for the last 2 to 3 weeks. And we had a fabulous response. I'm really thankful for everybody that's been letting us know how much fun they're having with the fabric. And it is a beautiful collection. It's one of my favorite collections. And it's really unique in so many ways. We've been so fortunate to collaborate with some great designers like Stacey Day and Susan Guzman, who have created some amazing quilts for you to play with. But I'll dive in, if you haven't joined us before, about Soulmate and tell you a bit about my inspiration. It's a fun, tongue-in-cheek play on the idea of mixing elements in a relationship in a quilt to have a really great design and have a really great relationship. It's idea of playful combinations and the sweet reflection on love and perfect co-creation and the synergy and energy that happens. And so there's a happy play on all these print combinations and 3 different beautiful colorways to share with you. And I can show you those real quick. You know how we like show and tell. Oh, but before we go too far, there's a 3rd person in here.
Oh, yes.
We've been a little uncomfortable about her.
Put the elephant in the
We
room.
don't know what's going on. It's like, what is the sunglasses? I don't know what's going on there.
know,
So don't let her bother you. She's our mascot.
She doesn't say much, so.
She doesn't say much.
We do all the talking.
Yeah, we do. So back to Soulmate. I have 3 beautiful color palettes. I have a dusty pink, and I have a dusty violet, a dusty pink, and a crisp indigo colorway. So in and of themselves, they coordinate beautifully, but also in combination, they make up in some beautiful quilts. So you're giggling. We're getting some fun questions.
Yeah, I'm reading Barbara's. Barbara's is that Elvis.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's Elvis reincarnated.
She's in the room. She's
Exactly.
in the building.
While I'm talking about the fabric, just a really important piece that I want to share with you is that Soulmate is printed on a brand new substrate. It is a quilting substrate. It's called a cotton poplin, which some of us go back to the 70s and the 80s when poplin was kind of a funky fabric, but it's actually a beautiful, beautiful quilting weight, high quality, finely woven cotton. It has the feel of Liberty of London, but because of the tight weave and the high quality, it actually has a little bit of drape. So it's primarily meant for quilting, but as you can see, we're wearing Soulmate garments because we want to inspire you with as many ideas as we possibly can tonight. But that drape and that tight weave of the fiber makes them make up beautifully in various garment styles. More fitted, we've got some great jackets, as well as crossing over into accessories, and we have some fun projects to share with you there.
Yeah.
But let's start with what we're wearing. Sheila, can you talk about what you're wearing tonight?
I am wearing, and I know Barbara asked this question, and I saw it come up, so I want to make sure that you get this. This is Amy's caftan pattern, and I know you can't see the whole thing, but you can.
Oh, that's nice.
There you go. See that? This is a pattern that you can download on from Amy's website. It so easy to make, so easy to wear. It's basically here's my other side.
Basically 2 big panels.
Basically 2 big panels,
Right.
and we divided the panels into 2 sections, kind of like 2 little panels, so that you can use 2 different types of fabric. This is a great beginner's pattern. And it's only $10, and it doesn't take very much fabric at all to make it. And I know that, Barbara, you asked what prints. I can look that up really quick for you, maybe.
Oh yeah, there's a little cheater guide right there.
Cheater guide.
What the prints are.
Is it in here?
Oh,
Not in the names.
You don't have the names, but
We can get those for you.
those are from the Crisp Indigo.
Is that Crisp Indigo?
Yes.
We need our cheat sheet.
I lied. That's not true. They're from the Dusty Violet color palette.
Okay.
But we have we can post that on our social media,
Yes.
and we'll put it on the FreeSpirit Facebook page as well to answer any of these questions that we might not be able to get to tonight. But we'll make sure we give you exactly the color and the print name details for you, so you can look them up specifically.
Yeah, yeah. And I was telling Amy something else too. I had to travel with this, with actually both of these garments overnight in a bag, and I went to go press them this morning, and they were nice and crisp, and says fabric is I think actually kind of wrinkle resistant. It was beautiful the way the wrinkles just kind of fell out, and there really weren't any to begin with. So just another added bonus for the
resiliency
yes,
and the feel,
yes.
and it feels really good on your body too.
Yes, yes.
And I am wearing a tunic from the Japanese book called Hooray Dresses and Tunics. And what we did with this is we just added a little bit of interfacing in the cuff. It's got a tiny delicate cuff here and a little bit in the collar, just so you have a little body in shape. And we face the inside openings of the tunic. It kind of cuts up a little bit on the side, and we faced it with some more Soulmate so that when you have the peekaboo areas that you don't see the reverse of the fabric, you actually see more of the print, which makes it looks really nice. It's a great finish.
Yeah.
And you want to tell them about our interfacing that we used in this?
My two favorite interfacings when I work with garment sewing are by Pelham, and they have an easy knit interfacing that is basically a fusible knit interfacing. It's nice and soft. It allows the fabric to keep its drape. That's what we used in the hemline of the tunic. And then for the cuffs and the collar, we're looking for a stiffer interfacing, and they have a fusible woven SF101 that gives a nice crisp body to areas like the cuff and the collar.
It's crisp, but it's not stiff.
Right,
So it's that
right.
perfect balance of where you get the shape, but you get the softness.
Right.
So yeah, we love working with SF101.
Yes.
That
one of
plays
our
up. If
favorites.
you work with my patterns, you'll see it a lot.
Yes.
So I want to get to some quilt designs for you too, because this is really exciting. We're able to offer a lot of beautiful free quilts for you with this collection, and one of our favorites is designed by Stacy Day. Pardon me, Sheila.
Oh, that's all right.
This is called the Cross My Heart quilt, and this is some photography. You can follow along with all the details and find all the links to these free quilt patterns on my Facebook page, on my Instagram feed, and also you can find these free quilt pattern downloads on FreeSpirit's website. So it's really easy to access these beautiful designs. And here you can see that she used several prints from all three colorways, and her neutral that she worked with is this rich navy, which is also a FreeSpirit solid, which is absolutely amazing. Oh, we're getting hearts. Thank you. Debbie asked, can we mention the name of the Japanese book again? It's called Hooray Tunics and Dresses. And we have the link in my social media feed. If you check out our Facebook page or my Instagram feed, we have the links to the book so you can find it easily and get that information.
Okay. Yes, we need to go back and take care of some of your questions at some point, but we'll get them all answered here. So
Yeah.
we see them coming up.
Thank you, everybody. The next quote I want to show you is also by Stacy Day, and it's called "You Complete Me," which is an absolutely beautiful design. She's incorporated all the prints from all three colorways, and I'm really grateful to collaborate with Stacy because she really understands the collection, and she works with several designers at FreeSpirit, and she just really hones in on the concept and the inspiration, and has an incredible eye, and does a beautiful job with combining the concept and all the prints together. So thank you, Stacy Day.
Yes.
Really appreciate that.
Yes, and that was quilted by our good friend Carrie Thompson.
Yes, Carrie
She made this
Thompson.
one.
She's
Yes.
she's one of our dear friends, and she does an incredible amount of sewing for me here in the studio. So we love our Carrie.
Yes, yes.
She's very important to us. And this is True Love Quilt, which is also, I love this design. This is also a free pattern available on FreeSpirit's website as a download, and it's also designed by Stacy Day. She did a wonderful job with that.
Yes, love this one.
And then our Susan Guzman, who's a dear friend of ours who we've worked with a lot over the years, also created this carnival quilt you guys can see this. Again, if you could follow along on my social media, or if you follow my monthly newsletter, you can see all the great inspiration and photography, and all of this content will also be up on my website shortly so that you can easily access it in one place as well. The other cool thing that I did differently with this collection, we came up with the idea to mini-me the quilts in bag form. So we'd like to cross over and do accessories as well, and this fabric is perfect for that. So we worked with Stacy Day to help us mini-me the You Complete Me quilt into an addendum for my Spice Market tote pattern. So what we have here is, if you already have the Spice Market tote pattern for me, this is an addendum, a PDF addendum. It costs $3.95. You can get it on my website as a download. And it's just the additional instructions to give you the quilt design and some extra quilting techniques and new strapping techniques to actually make this bag the way it looks. So you need the Spice Market tote pattern, and you'll also need the addendum to be able to make this. And also, she worked with the Cross My Heart tote, Cross My Heart quilt to create this Cross My Heart tote, which is also a PDF addendum that's available too. Thanks, Barbara. We love this one too.
Yes,
this is a favorite. This was really hard for me to let go of this after Quilt Market. We've had a lot of requests for trunk shows. Like Sheila was saying, she's been transporting samples to some of our local quilt shops, and so I'm excited that we have it back in the studio again, so I can maybe steal it. But you can take a closer look here, and you can see how beautiful it is in person.
I love this bag.
I do too. It really highlights the colors and the bold designs and the prints, and it really makes it beautifully. Oh, it's my favorite too, Diane. Thank you. And just one more garment to show you guys behind me. A couple of pieces here. Let me just wheel this around for you. So what you're seeing here on the outside is the this is the Pivley coat by Lotta Jansdottir.
Yes.
And her book, her newest sewing book, is called Everyday Style.
Everyday Style.
And we've made a lot of garments from her book. If you haven't seen it, check it out. She's got incredible taste, and her projects are really simple and very elegant and very, very wearable. So here with the Pivley coat, we added a little bit more of the knit interfacing and some SF 101.
Yes.
To give it the little bit of structure, but you can see how beautifully it drapes. And then our friend Molly Fry, who is also a local friend, sewed up these samples for us. And we had fun with facing it with a contrasting print. And then I selected this this print for this dress. This is called the Curlew dress. This is from Merchant & Mills, and it is their workbook.
Yes.
Which is also a project book. It's awesome. A lot of beautiful, elegant designs. And you can see how great the prints combine together in a fun garment combination. I've also worn this with a really cool white t-shirt and jeans, so you can dress it up or dress it down. But the print scales are very, very wearable. Obviously they're working beautifully in quilts, but they're also, you can tell the scale is really wearable and comfortable, you know, to put together in garments too.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Sheila,
I'm just giving you a good view of this. Just so you know, we did on the for this particular pattern, and we've gotten a lot of comments on this jacket on social media, so just to kind of give you a couple more little interfacing tips. We did interface this whole jacket with that easy knit, and it gives it a little more crispness to the whole jacket without making it stiff. Again, nice soft drape, keeps that drape in body, and then we lined the two front panels so that you get to see a little peekaboo of the lining, which I always think is pretty cool on jackets. So yeah, I love that contrasting lining.
And you're right, the knit gives it the weight. Actually, it feels like a trans-seasonal piece, so you could wear this multiple seasons.
Yeah,
it's really, it has a nice weight to it. It's not too heavy, but you could layer it in the winter, fall and winter, and you can definitely wear it spring and summer. So it's really comfortable. So we're very excited about that.
Yes.
And
yes, I'm looking at the comments. Yes, Barbara, jeans and t-shirt with a duster. That is what it's like.
Yeah, it's like a perfect combo.
Right.
A little turquoise jewelry, if you will, I think is always a plus. Or that might be my problem.
That might be. She has a problem.
I do have a problem with turquoise.
Yes.
I also wanted to show you guys. This is really cool. This is my patchwork lampshade. It's a little big. But these turned out beautiful. We made a couple of these and we had them on display in my Quilt Market booth. But this is a project from my newest sewing book called Peacekeeping, which is a very versatile book. And if you haven't seen it yet, we've shared and talked a lot about it in social media. But it's a really wonderful patchwork book with the concept of using the idea of patchwork for garments, obviously for quilts, homewares, decor, and accessories and gifts. And it's a learning book, and I love this book because it teaches you new techniques with embellishment, different stitching, different styles, and different techniques. So it's great for beginners, but it's great for someone that's looking for captivating projects or something a little bit more challenging as well. But really, really proud of the book. It's got a lot of great projects in it.
Yes.
Let's see, what else do we want to cover? Anybody, I need your book. You do need my book, Diana. Diana.
Eichhorn.
Eichhorn. Oh, I like your name. Excuse me. So we want to share about Heather Given's blog, I think.
Oh, yes.
We're so proud to collaborate with our friend in FreeSpirit, Heather Givens. You all probably know her from Crimson Tate. She's a really dear friend of ours. And she created this incredible quilt. This is called her Footnotes quilt. You guys, this is amazing. This is a pattern download that Heather has available. Look at all the hearts. Isn't it incredible? She used my Splendor Fabrics with FreeSpirit solids. And you can find this pattern on heathergivens.com. And also, if you haven't followed her on her blog, she's written a beautiful blog about her whole experience. We're going to be sharing some of her progress photos through the week. She took such beautiful photographs as she went along. And yes, the Heather Givens from Crimson Tate Modern Quilter is one talented lady.
Yes.
And she's one funny lady.
Yes, she is.
All I know is my face hurts after I've spent time with her because she makes me laugh so much. I just love her dearly. So we're really, really thrilled to share that with you. And also we have the FreeSpirit blog that we want to talk about. I just read an extensive blog that you can read on the FreeSpirit's blog and on their website. And I share a lot of my inspiration images, a lot of the ideas behind all of the prints and the collection, but also details on all the different things that we've just shown you, the garments and the quilts, the different interfacings. I know this is a lot of information to take in on a live event.
Yeah.
So I just want you to know you can easily access all that information through FreeSpirit's website on their blog and find all the details for all the things that we've been talking to you guys about too.
Yeah.
And
we just posted this yesterday. Amy just did a great interview with the Crafty Planner.
oh, thank you.
So
Thank you. I had so much fun. Many of you probably follow Sandy. Her podcasts are beautifully produced. She is such a sensitive soul and probably the best interview I've ever had with the host. She was just really thoughtful and credible. And I've known her through Quilt Market over the years, so it was a real honor to get to spend time with her. And I talk about all kinds of different subjects, from how I got started to recent evolutions for me personally, both in my creative career but in my personal life, and how it all interweaves together. And she had some great questions. So if you have a minute, check out the Crafty Planner blog. And I'm blog number 119, I believe.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
So easy to find. And we've also shared it on my social media too. If you want to take a minute and pop over on my Facebook page or Instagram feed, you can find it there too.
Yeah. We also have something else special coming up in the next couple weeks. We've kind of teamed up with both FreeSpirit and Fairfield World, and we've been working with Fairfield for a long time. They asked Amy to help design a special room for them, and she provided her fabrics for them to do that, and so they're going to do a nice promotion, nice reveal for that in the next couple of weeks, and we'll have that promotion for you guys to see too. And it's really cool. It sounds beautiful.
They're doing a beautiful job. We've been behind the scenes working on producing it with them, and we love working with Fairfield Product, and we love working with them as a team too. They've been really wonderful to partner with over the years, and I think you'll get a lot of inspiration from it, a lot of really great ideas.
Yeah. So,
you have a PDF special there on the Spice Market too.
I do. Amy was showing since we have 3 new PDFs this coming out this month with Soulmate that Amy just showed you. all of these are, and I know she mentioned supplements to the Spice Market tote. So just so you know, we've got Spice Market tote PDF. We are doing a special offer with it, 15% off the PDF if you use the coupon code SM15. So you'll definitely want to take advantage of that.
I can post that a little bit on social media this week too, just to remind you, so you don't have to try to remember. But SM15.
SM15. Spice Market 15.
It's a hot ticket.
Yep.
We're getting some thumbs up on that.
Yeah, good.
You can't go wrong.
No, you can't.
Yeah. And the other big thing I'm working on right now, I'm also working on a new fabric line. So it's kind of interesting. Sheila and I have been working on the marketing and launching Soulmate and sharing it and celebrating it. It's been such great energy, and it's actually perfect timing for me as I'm working on my next fabric line, my next launch. So I'm working on this collection will be launching in spring 2019, and I'll be turning in my artwork. 2018. 2025. I'm starting early. I swear to God, I haven't been drinking.
You can't see it for another year and a half.
Sorry. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's just get it on the table. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm having a great time. And 2018. Thank you, Sheila.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh gosh, we have a lot of workshops. We're talking about 2019, so I have all these crazy numbers in my head. But this collection is going to be launching in spring 2019. So my artwork is actually due to FreeSpirit August 1st. So it's a wild cycle. We work about 8 or 9 months in advance to get a collection to market, which is really cool. Cool. That's good. That's really good. The other thing I'm working on right now is the next issue of Blossom magazine, Blossom 5, and that's going to launch we want to go in mid-October now.
Mid-October, yes.
Yeah. So I'm also in the process of editing. I've got some great contributors in this next issue, lots of wonderful, inspiring content. And if you're not familiar with Blossom magazine, it's kind of my passion project, and it's an inspiration magazine. It's a free online magazine, and you can download it and enjoy it. And you can't download it, but you can view it on issue and enjoy it. And it's loaded with all kinds of inspiration ideas, and it's basically a platform about positivity and love and inspiration and empowerment, and the idea is that we all inspire each other by doing what we love. So I hope you have a chance to check it out. Oh, Diana has a you want the hard copy of Blossom. Well, I can show it to you. There is the first 2 issues of Blossom magazine are bound by Chronicle Books, and my friends at Chronicle put the first 2 issues, 1 and 2, together in a beautiful book form. If you're like me, I like holding a book in my hands as well. So, thank you very much, Crystal. Yeah, it's delicious. And the thing about Blossom, if you haven't viewed it, it's high on visuals and low on copy for a purpose, so that you're really moved by the visuals and the content and the essays and stories. It's just enough copy to give you that heart connection to the stories that we're sharing. But it's definitely unique in that it's just loaded with beautiful full color pictures. There's a lot of how-to, DIY, a lot of essays and stories from other people's lives and their experiences and their journey in life, and how we can learn from that. So if you get a chance, you can find Blossom Book. So that's coming up. Oh, that sounds fabulous. Thank you, Crystal.
I think I know you guys had some good questions.
Yeah,
so.
we don't want to miss anybody.
See,
good.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Let me see if we missed one of your questions. Let's see, Barbara, do you use one of the fabric presses for fusing interfacing or an iron? I almost blocked you, Barbara. I use an iron. Just because I don't have a fabric press. I have used a fabric press before, and they definitely do for large areas. It's very nice and a lot quicker than an iron, but I personally use an iron.
Use a dry iron, right?
I use a dry iron.
Sometimes we use moisture.
In order to get the interfacing to adhere, you have to have a little bit of moisture, and I like to control it with the spray bottle, as opposed to the steam in my iron.
GP.
So, yeah, cheap.
Good point.
Yes, good point. I need your book. Yes, you can do the book. Where do I get the book? You can do a couple of things. You can check with your local quilt shop fabric store, then see if they carry it first. You can find it online. We do have a where to buy section on Amy's website, so you can take a look there. I know that a lot of the big bookstore retail chains carry it too. I've actually seen it in Joanne Fabrics too, so it's out there. So, but yeah, check our website if you're not sure, and I know there's some good links that you can use there. So,
Right on.
okay, let's
Thank
see.
you for asking.
Yeah, it's a good question. Oh, yep. Oh, Kimberly, you made the you made
She
Heather's
made-
quilt. Oh, that's cool.
She made the tote.
Oh, you made the tote. Oh,
Right.
wonderful.
Right.
Okay, missed that. Yes.
Oh, workshops.
Workshops.
You know, it's funny that you mentioned that. We were just going to share about workshops.
Yes, we
We've
were.
got some cool ones coming up. First, I want to share that if any of you are in the Ohio area or in our region, this Friday, July 28th, I'm going to visit with our friends at Dabble and Stitch in Columbus. And I'll be there doing a book signing and a meet and greet. And I'll have all these samples with me from Soulmate. And I'll be there from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. So if you're in the area, I'd love to meet you. I'd love to talk to you. So please join me if you can. And then we have some great upcoming workshops. We're going back to Morocco in January 2019. That's where I got the 2019.
Oh, yes, yeah.
And what we're doing with Morocco is our friend Susan, who works in our studio. Some of you have met Susan if you've joined us on a workshop before. She's wonderful. And she's organized a contact list. So if you'd like to be on the first contact list when we start to release the sales and sell the spots for the workshop, just send us an email at workshops@amybutlerdesign.com, and we'll make sure you're on that list so that you can be on the first contact run and be notified. Another great way to know about what's going on with us in advance and a lot of notifications and exciting things coming up is if you follow my newsletter. I have a monthly newsletter that Sheila and I put together, and you can join my email list. And I only send one email a month. I'm not a crazy emailer, and I try to offer you a lot of valuable content, personal content, fun content, things you can do, and also updates and what's new and what's going on in the studio, so you're up to date on everything that we're creating over here. I'm really excited about an upcoming workshop with Hildy Dunn, who is our best friend and life coach from the Handel Group. Some of you we love you, Hildy, if you're here. Excuse me. We are creating another inspiration event for April 2018, and it's called Abundantly Clear, and it's money magic. It's a money magic workshop for creatives. So if you're one of those creatives like me who has run into some barriers or walls about money and abundance of all kind when it comes to your creativity, when it comes to earning money, doing what you love, discovering your passion and earning a living from it and being abundantly happy with what you're doing, this is a workshop for you. And we're going to have a 2-day event, and I'm going to lead some intuitive, creative workshop projects that will get you in your heart and inspire you, and it weaves in beautifully with the coaching that we'll get with Hildy. So we're also taking names for that contact list. We'll be announcing that workshop probably in early September, end of August. But if you'd like more information, you can contact us at workshops@amybutlerdesign.com, and we'll make sure that you get all the information you need for that too.
Yep.
Yeah, that's great.
Good. Also, make sure that you check out, if you follow us on social media or follow Amy on social media, she's on Instagram. We have some great Pinterest boards, all of these samples, all of the fabrics, Blossom Magazine, so much content that we have on Pinterest, and so that's definitely a great way to stay connected as well. So we did a contest earlier this year on Pinterest, so we may revisit doing something fun like that. So that was a lot of fun.
And maybe you could tell us or tell me how you'd like to be involved or connected with us too. Like what kind of programs could we run, or events or contests or ways to connect that you would love. Does anybody have any ideas? We got a couple more minutes here before we close out. I want to see if we have any more questions. Let's see, Rebecca says, can you say what the name of the new fabric line is and more about it? Yeah, it's called Soulmate, and if you're just joining us, it's a brand new substrate for me. It's a quilting cotton. It's called a cotton poplin. And it has a beautiful, beautiful hand, and it's a tight weave, so it's a really high quality. It feels like Liberty of London fabric, but it has the weight and tooth primarily used for quilting. But as you can see, it's a great crossover material. And it's inspired by a little bit tongue-in-cheek. There's a key print in the collection called With Two Peacocks. And it's in a tongue-in-cheek kind of way. It's about me and Dave and our relationship. And it's the idea of mixing elements, and mixing creativity and having fun is great and important in a quilt as it is in a relationship. And also, I want to invite you, and I didn't want to miss out on sharing this too. If you visit my website and you look under Soulmate for inspirations, you can see all the fabrics and prints in detail, the fabric names, the colorways, all the kind of specifics you might need. But also my inspiration lookbook is also available there for you to peruse and see all the projects and inspiration and ideas, but also read up on some beautiful stories from some close friends of mine. Excuse me, I have a bug in my throat. Invited some close friends to write about their soulmates and why their partners are their soulmates. And there's some really beautiful, touching stories, and it really made me happy to share that, because it's in the heart and soul of creating and what it means in the spirit of the line, but also why we're here. We're here for each other. We're here for inspiration. We're here to support and love one another, and so on. It adds just another beautiful layer to the specialness and the inspiration behind the collection. So I want to invite you all, if you haven't read their soulmate stories, and I wrote one for Dave and I, and Dave wrote one for me too. It's kind of fun to check that out, and maybe it'll inspire you to write your soulmate and let them know what they mean to you.
Yeah,
it's kind of, that would be cool. Okay. Oh, and Debbie Younger says, are you thinking about going to Morocco with Amy? Oh, here's Debbie Younger's pitch for coming with me to Morocco. If you're thinking about going to Morocco with Amy, stop thinking and just do it. Such an amazing journey. Thank you, Debbie. We love you. We loved being there with you.
Aw.
That's so awesome.
Oh, let's see. Oop.
Do
you do any regular podcasts?
I don't do any regular podcasts right now. That's something that I haven't like woven into my world. Just occasionally I've been invited to join some friends on their podcast. So it's something that I would enjoy doing. It's a great platform and a wonderful way to be inspired.
Yeah, somebody said mini quilts would be a good contest.
Oh, mini quilts. Oh, that's
Yeah.
a great idea. Thank you.
Is Splendor Fabric the same quality like this one? It's not a poplin.
No, Splendor Fabric is, you're probably, if you have some and you felt it, it's that beautiful FreeSpirit hand. I mean, FreeSpirit fabric, hands down, has the most incredible hand, as you guys know, and it's beautiful to sew with. The poplin is just slightly different in that the weight of it, the drape of it, and it is slightly softer, and it's a little bit softer touch, mainly because the weave is tighter. So when you look at our, like Splendor, it's a 60 square weave, so it's just a little bit more open, so it has a little bit more tooth, which I think actually, that's why it prints so beautifully, because it really absorbs, it gets saturated with the color when it's printed. And so the poplin also responds well to the printing, obviously, but it's got a different hand and different feel to the tooth of it. So that's really the main difference between those two fabrics.
Yeah.
Let's see. Anybody else? Do we have anybody else? Any other questions? Oh, I just got rid of the questions.
Oh, we lost our swipe left to reveal. Okay, here we go. Where do I purchase a pattern for the jacket and the dress form from Kimberly? That
Great.
pattern is in Lotta Jansdotter's Everyday, Lotta Jansdotter, Lotta Jansdotter, her book, Everyday Style. That's where you're going to find that.
Oh,
And it's called
Hearts.
Pivley Coat. Yes.
Yeah, it's the Pivley jacket, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Jacket.
And it comes in different styles, which is what we love about her book. Is
Yes.
she'll have a sleeveless style. It comes different sleeve lengths, different lengths of the jacket. So depending on, like, I have a really long torso, so I kind of make everything a little bit longer. But she has so much variety in her styles that you can customize easily to fit your body shape beautifully.
Oh, good.
Aw.
Will there be a hardbound issue? Oh, for issues 3 and 4. Blossom.
Oh, thanks, Debbie. I am working on that. I'm working on lining up a publishing partnership right now as we speak to bind 3 and 4.
Okay. Do you guys have any more questions? Because we're kind of at the end of our time here. What about online workshops?
Oh, online workshops. I've dabbled with that idea and trying to figure out how to do that. Is that something? I think that's something everybody might enjoy.
Yeah, that would be.
I have some favorite, well-loved workshops that I like to share, and I've shared a few of them quite often. And I've thought about trying to figure that out, trying to crack that nut of the online workshop. So if you have any suggestions for me, or ideas or directions, I really sincerely would love to hear from you. You can email me at amyb@amybutlerdesign.com and share any thoughts you might have on that. I think it's a really great idea. Well, thank you, Barbara, for the smiley face.
Someone wanted to know how the cats were.
Oh, how the cats were. Thank you. Everybody's good. Smoochie got rid of the nose infection. Nobody knows about that, TMI. They're so good. They're just so loving and wonderful. They're with us all day long in the studio, and they're amazing.
They are wonderful cats.
Yeah, thanks for asking.
Yes, we need to post more pinups of them.
Yeah, more cat pinups. Oh, I just got a big thumbs up for that. Well, guys, I know we need to let you go, and you've been so gracious to spend time with us tonight, and we want to thank our friends at FreeSpirit Fabrics for hosting us, and all of our friends that have collaborated with us to help bring Soulmate to you. And it's a big effort, and it takes a lot of people to bring these collections to the world and share them and inspire folks. So, you're welcome, FreeSpirit. We love you guys.
Thank you. We love you too. Thank you, Ann and Ashton and Nancy.
So the collaboration is king, and we are definitely blessed by having some really amazing teammates with the FreeSpirit team and everybody in our world that helps us make this happen. So thank you, everybody. And God bless all of you. We love you very much. You're really important to us, and we really are grateful that you're in our world, and we hope to continue to inspire you and bring you beautiful things. And I wish you a very, very happy, wonderful week. And we'll probably be back on, in the next quarter or so.
Yeah, we kind of like doing this.
We kind of do this.
Yeah.
We got rid of the girl behind us. So she's
did.
probably not going to be with us next time, so don't worry about that.
Yeah.
But we love you. Thank you so much.
All
And
right.
you guys have a great night.
Yeah.
Bye.
Good night.